Hey Gemini, it's your girl Javy. High Priestess. Back at it again with your general tarot reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season 2020. I even rolled a cute, freshy little chocolate chip for you guys. I love you. My kryptonite. Whew. One thing that came in really strongly was movement, dancing, like loud music. I don't know if y'all are brave enough to go back to the club, or if there are clubs to go back to where you are, but like, or you're just like chilling by yourself in the house having a damn good time, using that as a source of like cardio, even like fucking dance, like just while out by yourself, have a good time, with your roommates if need be, but movement is really, really important for you guys this Leo season, especially my Gemini risings. Honey, baby, sweetheart, you need to move. You need to seek out physical activity, because come Leo season, there's this, like, especially for Gemini rising, there's this pull, there's this rising, this growing, this buildup of, I don't want to say aggression, but it will just say there's a buildup of energy, and it'll manifest in each of you differently. But with Mars and Aries, it's going to lean towards the aggressive side. I actually, with the rising up part, I hear drumming song by Florence and the Machine. It's just like that weird as I move my feet towards your body, I can hear this beat. It fills my head up and gets louder and louder. Fills my head up and gets louder and louder. And it's just like this crescendo. That's the word. There is a crescendo coming. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. Now, Mercury is always, like, Gemini is like the bad boy, the zodiac. Everybody loves to hate on y'all. I don't know how many times that I've heard a Gemini say, I was talking to a girl, told her I was a Gemini, and she just like straight up like split. Like ghosted me just because she heard I was a Gemini. And with the Seven of Swords being the first card out, there may have been a lot of fuckery that took place in Cancer season. But you do not have to carry that into Leo season. You don't have to carry the weight from the bullshit into Leo season. It's turning the other direction. It's looking back like, what's going on? Do I want to carry this bullshit? Do I want to carry these swords into the future? But don't. Do I want to carry these shitty thoughts, these shitty habits, these shitty self-beliefs into the future? No. Bam. And you don't. From the 7 to the 2 of Swords. You making an active choice to stop guarding yourself with logic, to stop letting words and sarcasm and cynicism and like dark humor be your defense mechanism, is what it feels like. Like being super sarcastic or being really like self-defeated, like really talking shit about yourself, like thinking that it's a joke, and it being that you may have a moment where you just make other people feel uncomfortable in the room because you say something like fucked up about yourself, and everybody's like, hey, Don't talk about my friend like that. That's not all of you. Next card out is Six of Pentacles. Now, I do want to talk about some of these aspects. Mercury is about to square Chiron in Aries in 2 days. And granted, that is still before Leo season takes place, but you motherfuckers need to prepare, because it's like there is this tug of war, this argument, this fight with your secret wounds, or the things that you're that you really went hard for, the things that you fought for but like didn't come full circle. And there are just some old wounds that I feel like get poked at, possibly, but it's coming up to come out. It's time to just, for a purging. Page of Pentacles. We're gonna get on these. Let me stop pulling cards then. But in 3 days, Mercury sextiles Uranus and Taurus. And there could be some opportunities coming about some coin from some unexpected avenues. Receiving money, receiving a startup, receiving money for a startup, or being reimbursed for something could be coming in. That's something that I feel. In a week, Mercury then squares Mars. So some of you could be having issues with another Gemini or Virgo or an Aries or Scorpio. There could be some kind of confrontation, some kind of revealing of the truth, or some kind of secrets come out, or a discussion about like past fuckery, past transgressions, possibly coming out, but it being it's like a softer dose. Which feels weird to say with Mars and Aries, that anything could be Oh, Gemini. Was I not engaging enough for you? Was I not looking as deeply in your eyes as you need me to? I got through your whole ass reading. Midway through, I thought to actually get up and check the camera because I just felt like something was off. Instead, I chose to sit here because I was like, that's gonna look weird if I get up and then I'm wrong. Only got 7 minutes and 32 seconds of what I actually recorded. But all with purpose. Going with the divine flow and understanding that it happened for a reason. I also had to refresh my page, my planets, because I think that's why it cut off. It's because the information that I was giving may have been a little delayed, because I was looking at a page that I hadn't refreshed before I started to reading. So thank you for that. But that may be something that's showing up. Make sure that you check the facts. Make sure that before you put out any kind of content, or before you make any kind of statement, jump to any kind of conclusion, before you address any kind of betrayal or argument or compromise that's happening, make sure that you just have all your facts in a row. And also, something just there may be just, a hard and fast interruption that you guys experience. I take everything as a sign. I observe the symbolism of the whole thing. When I'm reading for you, I'm reading as a Gemini, and so, or, whatever sign I'm reading for. And it's just like, I don't discredit anything. Even like if I get little pains in my body, like that's for who I'm channeling for. So the cards that came out, last thing, it's Seven of Swords, Two of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, to the Seven of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Ten of Wands, Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck is Temperance. And we're going to address this because with the first card being out, some of you really are hurting. Like some of you, something very upsetting has taken place. And some of you are in recovery. Your heart, your mind, your spirit is in recovery. And it's really important that you take care of you. Get your mind right. And when you get your mind right, then your bag will follow suit. The coin will follow suit. Money starts to come in. New business ideas start to come in. New business investors. I think there are people that want to invest in you. But you got to get you and your mind right first before you go put out any more content. Or before you start telling people about your ideas or talking about it, talking to investors. Before you launch anything, it's just like, hold up. Mercury's your ruling planet, and it's aspecting some really heavy hitters within the next 3 weeks. And so even though you may be feeling like, it cut off because whatever, or she wasn't engaging us enough, and that's my shit, right? I'm still gonna do what I needed to do. But that also came up. It's just like there may be somebody who you feel like didn't give you the attention that you wanted, or you're longing for some attention from someone that you just feel like should give it to you, or someone is feeling that way of you, or expressing that like you weren't interested enough, you weren't present enough, like you that could be a thing, and you're just like, it's bringing up shit from the past, like something hurtful that someone has said. This isn't the first time you've heard it. And so it's really important that you go inward. What are you recovering from? And give yourself the time to actually recover from it. Because the next couple weeks are going to be heavy. They are. Now I'm an Aries, so I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do, and I'm going to look at the camera. But Mercury sextiles Uranus. Mercury in Cancer, which is where y'all are at right now. We all there, honey, I'm sorry. Mercury in Cancer sextiles Mars in Taurus in officially 2 days. And I think I already said this earlier, but I do think that there are some unexpected, like, investors that, like, whatever ideas you're having right now, they unexpectedly are going to be manifesting. So it's like, please take heed to this. Get your mind right. Get your self-care, self-love, and all of that highly, highly prioritized. I'm making herbal self-care products, and that's something that's coming out soon. So you will soon be able to access, that through me as well. But it's really important that you get your mental health as a way higher priority than, like, addressing any drama. Then in a week, Mercury squares Mars. Some of you who are dealing with there could just be conflict or tension between Gemini, Virgo, or an Aries or Scorpio. Tension, I feel like this is pre-existing tension that you have the opportunity to address. And so when you get the opportunity, hopefully you have followed suit and breathed, got your mind right, started to take care of yourself, started to generate a healthier regimen, like daily regimen, what you're doing every day, how you're waking up, like what you're contributing to daily or starting your days with is really important. I feel like a lot of you like wake up and instantly get on your phone, and it's just like digging your mental, like it's just digging a hole deeper for like your mental health to just like bury itself in. And I know that sounds dramatic, but that's how it feels. And these aspects are coming up that are going to antagonize that are going to like poke at that. I feel like pokes are coming. So it's just like, please prepare yourself for the pokes so that you can sidestep being hyper reactive, so that you can be like, you know what, let me go ahead and get me right so I can respond maturely to things. Then we have Mercury opposes Jupiter. And I do feel like that's what I'm saying. There are investors there. And it's not just like this week. I feel like these aspects plant seeds. Does that make sense? It will. So it's just like there are opportunities for you to expand upon your luck using your wit, using your intellect, and generating some kind of illusion, or maybe even like generating art, like possibly monetizing whatever it is that you do creatively, that leveling up in some way, or that being started. I keep letting this go out. And then Mercury opposes Pluto. And I feel like your shit gets tested again. If there's not there's definitely like a Scorpio or someone with heavy Scorpio placements, or something in regards to a child that there's a lot of pressure around. I think this could be like in regards to sending kids back to school, homeschooling, getting a tutor for kids, those of you that applies to. But also I feel like Pluto, that opposition just helps in something, because there is the last card out is the Page of Wands, and it just feels like new season, who dis? Like you really getting back to feeling yourself, and like in Leo season, feeling warmer, feeling confident, more text messages being sent, more messages, more compliments, like you're being willing to be more popular, to be seen, to be courted. So there's a lot here. I love y'all. Thank you. Let's get into it. All right, Gemini, first things first, please clarify the Seven of Swords. This, I don't know if the betrayal is something that's old and's coming in, or some of you are doing some shady shit, or you're sensing shady shit. Either way, disconnect from it. Remove yourself from it. Don't compromise your peace of mind by having to always by doing something or participating in something that leads you to have to look over your shoulder all the time. Just don't. Also, just check people out before there are any kind of contracts signed. There may be just like weird, like foul play or something from an earth sign Excuse me. Or some of you are just feeling an intense amount of unworthiness in regards to a past transgression or some kind of deception that is currently taking place. Somebody, maybe someone, some of you, there may be something going on. I mean, whether it's you or it's someone else, I don't really give a shit, but it's just like either way, there could be some of you dealing with something like deceiving someone that financially supports you in some way, or deceiving someone that has helped you financially. But either way, cut that shit out. Also, I mean, if you're like looking to work with any kind of earth sign women, just like do your homework before you sign any kind of contracts. That is advised with any other messages. 7 of Swords. Also, just, yeah, it's just like some of you may need to be really strategic in regards to what you invest in regards to your business, in regards to like thinking. Stop overanalyzing and start doing some, critical thinking and problem solving. If there's deep pain coming up, then it's time to take the blindfold off, put your weapons down, and let the emotional waters flow. Face it. Also, this makes me think of, watch, any of you who have access to Netflix, watch the last episode of The Midnight Gospel. It was recommended to me, and there is a scene in it where it's just like, this will make sense. And it's so simple and perfect and real. Please check out that episode. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it after you do it too. But either way, these weapons need to come down, and this blindfold needs to come off so you can see. Now, please clarify the Page of Pentacles. I normally wouldn't dive that deep into that, but with it being at the center of the reading, I do feel like there is just like issues with an earth sign or someone with heavy earth placements. And you may have heavy earth placements. So it's just like there is a reinvention of self, a humbling that's taking place, a startup, a new beginning, a rising up, a studying of something new, something in the physical world. Some of you, wow, yeah, that's humbling, all right, I'll say. It's just like some of you really get knocked off your moral or financial high horse. There may be a Taurus around or a Capricorn that this feels like ego death. And so it's, and look, the 7 and the 9, I mean 7 plus the 2 is, the 9. So the 9 of Swords, which is very dark night of the soul type feelings. And some of you are really coming out of that. Yeah, coming out of that and making your way to turning your back on comfortability and the way that it used to be and the way that it always has been, and pursuing your dreams. But that starts with this humbling, this understanding of like your past transgressions, the, maybe possibly like, there just could be like things that you're sorry for. And it's important you learn how to say sorry and to be humble and to own your shit whenever you drop the ball. Please clarify the 7 of Pentacles. What does Gemini need to be investing in? Some of you could be investing in homeschooling or investing in kids, investing in like investing in a passion from the past, like something like you're actually like putting in money, blood, sweat, and tears into pursuing a passion that you've had since you were a child, and you've had this passion, and when you pursue this passion, it really ignites something new inside of you. It speaks to that inner child. It invigorates that inner child, and it invigorates you as a, you know, an adult, being able to survive off of childlike joy and passion, and putting in a lot of work in order to generate a new relationship with yourself and a new relationship with work. Like, some of you may be getting in a new industry, getting in a new field, exploring, just making money in ways that you haven't done it ever before. Or you may have done it before when you were younger, and you're gonna, you know, do what you can to expand upon it. And that Jupiter aspect, there's opportunities for expansion. Look at this. There, from the 6 to the 7, yes. Some of you may feel like, yeah, like you don't like groveling, or you don't like asking for help. So there's a humbling that happens so that you can ask. Or some of you, yeah, you it gets given to you. People invest in this idea, in this new venture, in this new concept, in this passion. But what do you yourself need to invest in outside? Look at the 7, though. What you don't need to invest in is perpetuating this pain and perpetuating any kind of like self-loathing, or going with the flow, going against your instincts. Stop going against your instinct. That's really important. Please clarify the 7 of Pentacles. Because there's a choice between how you maximize on that 7 energy. You can let yourself become untrusting, where you're looking over your shoulder and welcoming that energy because you're going with the flow, and it going against your, not going with the flow, but going with a flow that is against your moral code. That's not for all of you, but that's some of you. Do not ignore any kind of fucking red flags. Trust your gut this time. And allow yourself to be humbled with the like, damn, thank God I saved myself from that. And I trusted my gut, and I invested in myself and my passion, versus investing in something that you just like can't, you know, sleep with one eye open, it feels like, or made you sleep with one eye open. That's not for everybody. I'm Actually, I'm not even going to doubt it, because so many of you guys, yeah. Invest in the change. And actually, this is Mars. Mars in Aries is going to bring the freaking fire. It's going to bring the smoke all the way there. It's the only other major arcana card that's out too. Like, there are big changes. But what this says to me is that you are at the point where you're anxiously awaiting something on the external, when the universe has provided you a clean slate because something crumbled, something fell apart, and it needed to. And you have the opportunity to invest in being the change, the force of change in your life, or invest in building a new foundation. Invest in allowing the Tower is nothing but an opportunity to generate more self-mastery in your life. So it's like you get the opportunity to get out of the mindset where, oh, I'm falling out of the building. We did all this. We built this together. But you built this fucking monument on top of a fucking glacier or an ice cap. Building something really high, being something, some of you like wanted this to really be seen. It was like your visibility was more important than the actual foundation you built this shit upon. So don't fall into that trap about like being seen. It needs to be from the heart, from the gut. And then the divine brings in what it needs to in order for you to be seen. But bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles. It's time to do you. And then your wishes come true. I didn't even mean for that to fucking rhyme. I'm just that good. All right. I love you. Mwah. Bye.